listeners who are greatly interested in Voice of Korea. Voice of Korea hosts a composition every year on the occasion of the Day of the Sun, the birth anniversary of the great leader President Kim Il-sung, and the Day of the Shining Star, the birth anniversary of the great Kim Jong Il. The composition is a theater of the listeners to express their respect and praise for the great leaders. Today, we introduce an article written by British listener John Douglas, who has made a contribution to decorating this year's composition beautifully. Kim Jong Il, my shining star to follow. More than half a year has passed since the demise of great Kim Jong Il, and the world still mourns the passing of the great defender of the Juche idea. Although he is no longer with us, his life still serves as a great example for the rest of us to follow. Despite facing the twin adversities of pressure to build on the Juche idea and to fight off the imperialist anti-socialist forces seeking to destroy it, the great leader Kim Jong Il, through his words and actions, demonstrated brilliance and wisdom by overcoming both problems with the creation and implementation of the Sungun policy, making him an example for all to follow. The great leader Kim Jong Il in 1994 did not have an easy task ahead of him, having succeeded his father, great leader Kim Il-sung, the creator and implementer of the Juche idea, which made the Democratic People's Republic of Korea a great nation that is the envy of the world. The sheer burden of his task must have made him feel like the loneliest person in the whole world. However, through careful and diligent analysis of the DPRK's situation, he realized that the military was the key to solving his double dilemmas. It was from such a consideration of the facts that the Sungun policy was born. Sungun policy, the brainchild of the great leader Kim Jong Il, is simply placing the military first, not as an oppressor of the people, as can be seen in imperialist countries, but as a protector of the people and their gains from socialist society. The great leader Kim Jong Il, in his far-sightedness, realized that further progress under the Juche idea cannot be made unless gains since the establishment of the Juche idea were protected. The segment of a society best suited for this task, logically, was the military. The proof of the great leader Kim Jong-il's foresight was quickly evident during the time of the arduous march, when the survival of the Juche idea was at stake and the DPRK was in very precarious position. The military, serving in the lead role of a society, helped prevent economic difficulties and hardships from negatively affecting the minds of the people, and showed that the Juche idea was worth preserving and expanding upon. The military assisted in all sectors of the economy and made the circumstances much better for the people, further demonstrating the great leader Kim Jong-il's wisdom. The military's role, however, was not purely economic. Soldiers did double duty by continuing to protect the fatherland at the same time. They guarded the coasts and frontiers of the land in order to prevent the imperialist forces bent on the destruction of the Juche idea from taking advantage of the difficulties and hardships to accomplish their fiendish goals through force of arms. In addition, the military went on the offense through expanded and extensive preparations and training in order to improve their ability to ward off such possible attacks in the future. The fact that the Juche idea continues to thrive today is clear indication of the successfulness of the Sungun policy. This success in turn indicates that the great leader Kim Jong-il was brilliant and wise beyond his mortal stature. By killing two birds with one stone, or finding a solution to defeat two problems, he showed that the DPRK was blessed to have such a leader and the world to have such an example to replicate. I myself think of him often and admire him for accomplishing such a great victory for socialism. The great Kim Jong-il's amazing and awesome abilities, as demonstrated through his creation and implementation of the Sungun policy, are quite inspirational. When faced with similar double dilemmas, though much smaller in scope than that faced by Kim Jong-il, I think of his example and try to copy his brilliance and wisdom. Although I am never as successful as the great Kim Jong-il was with his Sungun policy, I sometimes achieve success in reaching my goals. However, all praise for such victories is directed toward the great Kim Jong-il for being an example of inspiration. He clearly is my shining star to follow. That is all that was written by British listener John Douglas. We express deep thanks to him for the wonderful article he wrote, busy as he is with his work in China, far from his country.